Ah, what's going on, everybody? This your boy Isaiah, coming to you again from Bucko's Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share all the videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on what's going on with the Bucko's Locker. That way you don't miss none of the videos I make. And I'm going to be dropping random videos like this. That way, you make sure you keep abreast on what Bucko's Locker is talking about. And also, if you want to donate, please feel free to donate. All donations are welcome. The donation links are in the description box. If you like the content, click on the link. So, how's everybody doing on Hump Day? Welcome to Bucko's Locker. Yes, I am here. What's good? As you jump in the chat room, please like the video. Already, we damn near got 30 people in the chat room. Like the video. 20. Can y'all like the video, please? You know what I'm saying? Get these likes up. Jumping in the chat room, you ain't liking the video. But shouts out to everybody joining the chat room. We about to drop a little video. As you can see the title of the video. You know what I'm saying? This is about Byron Leftwich. Leftwich. Interesting hire. Brand new OC to the NFL. Been groomed by Bruce Arians. Former Cardinals coach, obviously. He took over the interim tag after they fired, I think they fired their OC in the middle of the season. And he took over the last few games, and the Cardinals offense showed a little bit of improvement. A little bit of improvement. Not much, but the personnel that he had, he did the best he can do. So he did show signs of improvement to the Arizona's offense. The Arizona offense is very weak. They got David Johnson, Josh Rosen, old Larry Fitzgerald, who's still doing it. But nothing really outside of that he can work with on the offense. Offensive line is trash. Like the quarterback a rookie. So he didn't have much to work with last year. But now he comes to the Bucs with an interesting background. He used to be the Bucs quarterback some years ago. We signed him to a 2-year deal. He started the season. He went 0-3. If y'all remember that, he signed with us a 2-year deal, and he got pretty much benched for Josh Johnson. But that's how the story goes on that guy. That's Josh Johnson. Shouts out to Josh Johnson. But anyway, the question that everybody wants to know, being that the Bucs had a top 5 passing offense with a 31st ranked rush offense, depending on what website you're looking at, what can he do to improve the offense? Now, let's think about this for a second. What can he do to improve the Bucs offense? That's right, folks. I'm diving right into it. What can he do? The question everybody want to know is, can he improve the running game? I mean, he had David Johnson for a little bit. Looked it okay with him. But now he comes to a team with really no great back. We're still waiting on Ronald Jones. It's going to be an interesting combination between Harold Goodwin and Byron Leftwich. Because those two, nobody really is not worried about the passing game. Now, there is some things that can be done better in the passing game. But the passing game going to always be there. Going to always be there. We got the top 5 receiving core in the NFL. That's including tight ends and receivers. Top 5. Top 5 receiving core in the NFL. So how much better can the passing game get? That's the question. That's another question, by the way. How better can the passing game get? We already had a top flight passing game. And they're living by the no risk it, no biscuit, right? Aggressive passing down the field, take shots. That's what Dirk Cutter was doing with Jameis Winston, and that caused a lot of turnovers. Jameis turned the ball over quite a bit in the risk it, no biscuit type offense, the aggressive, throw the ball down the field offense. But that's Jameis' strength. You got to think about it. Byron Leftwich was kind of that type of player too in college. And his early stint in Jacksonville, his 3-year stint in Jacksonville when he actually did good. But he never quite panned out to be a great quarterback. He flamed out after Jacksonville. He bounced around. He went to the Bucks. Then he went to the Steelers, left the Steelers. You know, like he bounced around quite a bit. Injuries got his career. And some people think Jameis kind of remind himself of himself. Jameis kind of reminds everybody of Byron Leftwich, right? The same body structure, the same build. Jameis is better. He's better than Byron Leftwich. We got that. Can Byron Leftwich home Jameis Winston's turnovers down? I think that's the big question about the passing game. We're not worried about the passing yards. Can Jameis get better on the deep ball? Because of 0 to 20, Jameis is on point. From the line of scrimmage to 20 yards, Jameis is one of the best in the NFL. One of the best in the NFL outside the pocket. One of the best in the NFL against the blitz. We have to play to Jameis' strengths. Build the system around Jameis' strength. If he struggles on the deep ball, what's wrong with the 12 to 20 range? The 12-yard to 20-yard range. He can make those throws with ease. Jameis is inconsistent. He drops dimes at times. There was a lot of throws last season that he was making. I was like, damn, like why he can't do that all the time? But Dirk didn't really help Jameis quite a bit. Like I tell everybody, I think there was something going on there between those two, but it was masked. You know, it was covered up. They was never quite on the same page. So it's very important, very, very imperative that Byron and Jameis get on the same page. So we got a clear off season. No turmoil, no drama for Jameis Winston for the first time. For the first time. No Uber incident, no off the field issues. This is a clean off season for Jameis. A very, very vital, very critical off season for Jameis Winston. He got to make the next jump. He got to make the Pro Bowl, third team All Pro. He got to take that next jump. He's there. He's right on the cusp of making the jump, but he got to make the next jump what everybody expected. Now, Byron Leftwich, on the other hand, can he coincide with Jameis? Will there be any issues? There should be some comfort there because it's a risk-taking offense. He's improved his completion percentage every year. He's improved his completion percentage every year. He's about 64% now. Cut down on the turnovers, improve on the deep ball accuracy past 20 yards. Check the ball down. He started from week 12, I believe, from the time he got back in the game at halftime against the, I forgot what game it was. He came back halftime and took over. And he was good for the rest of the season. Top 10 in a lot of major categories in the last six weeks in the NFL. So Jameis has the potential. I think it was the Giants game. That's right. It was the Giants game halftime from the Giants game. From that halftime up until the last game of the season, Jameis Winston, his touchdown to interception ratio was really, really good. He threw for a lot of yards. Completion percentage was up there. He had over, I think, like 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions or 4 interceptions. And a couple of those interceptions was because the receivers didn't do what they're supposed to do. Like Mike Evans, a la Mike Evans, hit the ball, ball hit your hands, ball pop up. Adam Humphrey, Deshaun Jackson not going for the ball, for the deep ball. So it should have been 3 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? It should have been 14, 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions in the last 7 weeks. Top 10 in a lot of major categories. So I guess something clicked in Jameis. But if he can take that momentum, especially with the last game of the season, he can take that momentum into the new season in 2019 and keep going with that momentum for the last 7 weeks of last season. And this is what happened the season before. Back in 2017, he finished the season strong. Going into 2018, off the field incident that happened like 3 years ago. And he was still behind him, still on him. But anyway, enough of that negativity stuff about Jameis. What I need for y'all Pirates and C-Bandits to do, you got to get behind Jameis. I know some of you don't like Jameis. I know some of you don't like him. You hope he failed. But you got to get behind him. he is here for at least one more season. The coaching staff is fully behind Jameis. The fans need to get behind Jameis. Stop the hating. Stop the race baiting. Stop that. Bruce Arians is behind him. Byron Leftwich, behind him. Harold Goodwin, behind him. Todd Bowles, Keith Armstrong, they all behind Jameis Winston. I'm going to need you Pirates, Sea-Bandits, Buckaholics, diehards, get behind Jameis. You might not like him in person. You might not like what he did 3 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. But get over it. Because now you just hate Jameis. And if you don't like Jameis, you don't like the Bucs. That's to me. You can't tell me, oh, I don't like Jameis, but I like the Bucs. It don't work like that. That's a package deal, baby. That is a package deal. If you don't like Jameis, you don't like the Bucs. So go cheer for another team. Go cheer for another team. So all you people out there in those Facebook Bucs groups that continue to make posts about Jameis can't do this, Jameis turns the ball over, Jameis do that. How about you say something positive about Jameis? Because if you don't like him, hit the road. Go find you another team. Go cheer for the Falcons. Dirk Cut over there. Or go cheer for Marcus Mariota and Tennessee Titans. Good Lord. I mean, it's every day. It's always something about Jameis. Every day in those groups. Every day. You can tell. I'm going to start screenshotting some of you people that don't like Jameis so I can throw it back in your face. Because what happens if he has a really good season and we make the playoffs? Oh, you're going to join the bandwagon then, huh? I'm going to call all you out too. I'm watching in those groups too. I've been laying low, but I've been watching. That's ridiculous. So, if Jameis can cut down the turnovers, check the ball down, and can the running game help Jameis out? A quarterback's best friend is the running game and the O-line. The running game and the O-line. Hand the ball off. Can Jameis turn around and hand the ball off 20 to 25 times a game? Can Jameis turn around and hand the ball off to Ronald Jones or Peyton Barber 20 to 25 times a game and get at least 130 yards rushing between the both of them? That will help Jameis a lot with the turnovers. Think about it, folks. Do you really think Jameis would be second in the NFL behind Blake Bortles if he had a decent running game for the last 2 years? Can you really believe he would have one of the worst lead second in the NFL in turnovers if he had a better O-line? You can't tell me Jameis' interceptions would be 58. No, he would not have 58 interceptions or a bunch of fumbles if he had a better O-line and a decent running game. Just give me a running game that ranked between 12 and 18. Can we get a running game between 12 and 18 in the NFL? We ain't got to have a top 5 running game. Just give us a rank number like between 10 and 18. Between 10 and 18. Give me 15. Rank 15 in the NFL, averaging about 110 to 15 yards a game. Get Jameis comfortable. I'm tired of seeing Jameis drop back. He got to scramble around and make a play. Right tackle, left tackle, right guard. That needs to be addressed to make Jameis comfortable because all the chips are in. We're all in, folks, for one season with Jameis. This is Jameis' last season to show up. Put up or shut up. Put up or shut up. That's for Jameis. To me, to put up or shut up. Tired of seeing that. So we're going to see. Can Byron Leftwich, how much can he do for the offense? Fix the running game. Call better plays. Just make sure Jameis understands if the play is not there. The game is played in milliseconds. Split decision. Split decision making. Those 5 to 7 step drops are still going to be in the offense because the offense is risk it, no biscuit. No risk, no biscuit. We got to play like that. So it's going to be a lot of 5 and 7 step drops. A lot of the issues that we've had as fans is the play calling. 5 to 7 step drops with a trash O-line with one above average starter, Ali Marpet. Shouts out to Ali Marpet. The rest of them are below average. So it don't matter what Byron Leftwich do, if we don't fix the O-line and have a running game, the offense still going to have a top flight passing game and a bunch of turnovers. Our third down percentage was pretty good. Fix the red zone. Byron, Bruce, Harold, fix the red zone issues. I'm tired of us going down, moving the ball up and down the field between the 20s. We get in the red zone. Can't do nothing. And that has a lot to do with play calling. So can Byron Leftwich build a playbook for Jameis to make him comfortable? And when I say comfortable, he throws the ball a lot to Adam Humphrey and Cameron Brate, like he did in Florida State. Nick O'Leary and Freeman, and he had those running backs. He kept throwing the ball to Nick O'Leary, you know, and Rashad Green, you know, those guys in the middle. He got a big target on the outside. He got Chris Godwin, O.J. Howard, Cameron Brate. If he might not be there because he might get traded, you know what I'm saying? But Justin Watson. We got some receivers. Bubba Wilson. We got some receivers, fam. If Ronald Jones get himself together, he could be Charles Sims 2.0. But we got to get an O-lineman. And we probably have to get a running back in free agency or the draft. Like, people keep saying Bell and Kareem Hunt. If I had to choose between the two, I'll choose Kareem Hunt. Because you can get Kareem Hunt a lot cheaper than you can get Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell gonna cost you about $12 to $15 million a year. Kareem Hunt, being that he had the off the field incident, and it pretty much got brushed under the it didn't get brushed under the table, but he will get suspended for a couple games, and he'll be back. And a lot of teams are inquiring about Kareem Hunt. And we should, if the Bucs is smart, do your due diligence. Throw your name in the hat to go get Kareem Hunt. And you can get him for the low because he's on his rookie contract. Do we really need Le'Veon Bell? I like him. Too much money and too much of a headache. Le'Veon Bell I'm not saying he's a Deshaun Jackson like somebody mentioned, but he seems to be care about himself. He's a team of me. You know, I forgot what movie that was. The Team of Me, Martin. The Team of Me. He's all about himself. And do we really need to play it like that? I think Kareem Hunt is more humble. Kareem Hunt is just as good as Le'Veon Bell. Just as fast, can catch, can block, can do a lot. And he's younger than Le'Veon Bell. And on his rookie contract. So if the Bucs are smart, you tell Kareem Hunt, you want to be a starter when you come off your suspension? Because he's going to probably get suspended about 4 games, 3 or 4 games. Or maybe 6. I don't know. But give me Kareem Hunt over Le'Veon Bell for financial purposes and locker room purposes. So we get the running game right, get the O-line right. I believe Jameis Winston. I'm going to make a prediction. And it'll probably change, but I think if Jameis Winston throws less than 15 interceptions, I'm going to say no, less than 12, we're making the playoffs. Less than 12 interceptions, we're making the playoffs. With a running back over 1,000 yards. 4,000 yards passing plus, less than 12 interceptions, and 1,000-yard running back, we're making the playoffs. I said it here first. So there you have it. Can Byron Leftwich, can he fix the offense? How much fixing does it need? O-line, running game, play calling, red zone. There you have it. Bing, bang, boom. That's it. Because between the 20s, we're going to be good. O.J. Howard finna be healthy. And if we keep Cameron Brate, you know, then we got Chris Godwin, Adam Humphrey. If he takes a good deal, because you got to remember, if Adam Humphrey asks for more money, John Brown with the Ravens, and he would look really good in Bruce Arians' offense. And John Brown is a whole lot faster than Adam Humphrey, a whole lot more versatile, and can catch just as good. So Adam Humphrey can't ask for no top level money. Be humble, Adam Humphrey. I like you. You're just a little slow. If you hear the Buckles locker, red zone, running game, play calling, in sync with Harold Goodwin. There you have it, folks. No risk, No biscuit. That's exactly right. John Brown is cheaper. Adam Humphrey's going to be probably too much. And New England probably pick him up and make him another Pro Bowl. But anyway, I wouldn't be mad because there's other guys out there that's probably a little bit more better. But hey, I like Adam. Just limited. No more punt return, Adam. No more punt return. Anyway, I'm just messing with you, Adam. I like it, man. I mess with you, man. You good, man. You catch a lot of balls. I just wish you was a little bit faster. Jason Garrett clap. Anyway, that's all I got to say for right now. Just want to drop a video on you guys about Byron Leftwich. I'll make another video tomorrow about Keith Armstrong and the other assistants. So with that being said, no risk it, no biscuit. This is Bucko's Locker. Coming to you again. Subscribe to the channel. Like the videos. Share the videos. Let everybody know Bucko's Locker is pushing towards 3,000 subscribers. With that being said, to all my Pirates and my Sea Bandits, wash, rinse, and repeat. I want you to fire those cannons and siege the day. No risk,